Well, as they say in the music business, one more time, this time with feeling. Alright, before I get into this, you need to know one thing, and those of you who've been watching my channel may already know this. Mrs. Geezer is a 30-year law enforcement veteran. She was actually invited to this club way before I knew anything about it, and she likes to tell me, well, you're only in here because you're writing bitch for me. Well, guess who had to go get into the law enforcement and go to the academy? Well, that'd be me. I was no longer going to ride bitch for the wife. So Mrs. Geezer just came out and said, you better wipe off your head because you are a sweating nasty mess. I can't help it, it's the Florida heat. I tend to sweat a little bit down here. But anyway, we retired from the club, Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, if I could talk. And we never really expected to put our cuts back on. But now that we've been in Florida, we found out there's a few of our old crew are down here trying to start something in Florida, support some of the clubs down here. And they asked us to give them a hand. And seeing that being around bikers is the only thing that makes us feel normal, yeah, we said okay, yeah, we'll do it. So never say never. I never thought that cut would ever be on my back again, but there you go. Not going to tell you which club. I don't have permission to represent them, so I won't tell you which one, but I am going to show you the patches. Patches mean a lot to me. There's a lot of rides around to support fallen officers, and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. And there's a couple on there that are from the National Law Enforcement Memorial, and I'm real proud to have been there for Colorado. They asked me to represent them, so I did. And there was two of us, and it was just the honor of a lifetime. So why don't you let me show you those patches. We'll check it out. So when I was on duty, I was what's known as a Colorado Ranger. Colorado Rangers were actually established in 1861. They became a reserve unit sometime during World War II. They have a long history, but they were actually established to guard the gold shipments after 1859. They were around about the same time the Texas Rangers were around. Texas Rangers went on to be a very elite unit, and the Colorado Rangers really just helped out all the county sheriffs, mostly ranchers, guarding gold shipments, then became reserve, and now they're just a post-certified reserve unit that can be on loan to any county sheriff anywhere in the state of Colorado. And what you do is you become that deputy. So if Douglas County or Jefferson County needed 50 rangers for an event or a forest fire or something like that, you would actually become that authorized deputy to whatever county you were assigned to. Which was a great thing to do. I actually miss being on duty, but I did it 5 years. I couldn't do it anymore. I had too many responsibilities, and my knees just would not cooperate anymore. So I ended up with a bunch of surgeries, but that's another story altogether. So this was my patch, Colorado Rangers. Above it is the badge from 1861. The lower right of the vest, which is your left, those are the rides we did for the Colorado Memorial, and each ride to support whatever fallen officers were that year in Colorado. There's unfortunately quite a few. Above that, that's my most important patch. That is when I was asked by Colorado to represent the Colorado Rangers in Washington, D.C. at the National Memorial. It was just an awesome honor, and way above that, you probably can't see it, there's a pin that you only get when you are honor guard with almost every other department in the country and quite a few from around the world. I was hanging out with a bunch of London bobbies there for a while. There's people from, officers from Australia, France, Africa. There were even a lot of Indians that came from different reservations. I was surprised about that. But it was quite an honor. And, it was one of the things I'll never forget. And hopefully, when I die, Mrs. Geezer will bury me in my uniform. But there she is. I didn't expect to put her back on again, but there it is. So I think one of the reasons Mrs. Geezer and I decided to put the cuts back on was the world is just upside down crazy. And the only people we really feel normal around are bikers. I don't care if it's a biker rally or any kind of biker gathering or raising funds for somebody, poker runs. We just feel normal around bikers because this entire world is so nuts. The only normal people you will ever find seem to ride motorcycles. They aren't batshit crazy. The wife, not too long ago, got in somebody's space, big 6'2" guy, scared the life out of him. I thought he was going to cry. She got too close to him, and you should have seen his face. I thought, this guy's just gonna have a heart attack and die. She scared the hell out of him because she got too close to him. I think Mrs. Geezer made his hurt. But there you are. We're back in the club, putting the cuts back on, and back with the only normal people on the planet, bikers.
Hey y'all, Bex from Brandon Harley here. Just wanted to thank you for stopping by and watching Harley Geezer. Stay tuned for the next video. Ride hard, ride often, my friends.